Okay, in continuing our discussion in lesson 2 of the research problem and the research objective. Okay? So during the previous video discussion, starting lesson 1 up until the research processes in lesson 2, we can say that research so we can say that research is really invested towards asking questions. Is really invested towards asking questions that will soon turn into problems to be solved. Okay? So, in addition to your previous knowledge that the research is a systematic and organized way of finding answers to questions, let us discuss further its etymology. Okay? So, the word research is actually composed of two words. We have the prefix re, okay, the prefix re, and the, let's say, French term chercher. Okay, chercher. So, chercher is a French term. Okay? So, re, so the prefix re means to repeat. And the French word chercher, okay, means to seek. So, meaning to say, research is literally a defined, or research is defined as a process, okay, of seeking or looking for something repeatedly in a repetitive manner. A process of looking or seeking for something repeatedly. So that is another term, or that is another definition of research coming from the prefix re and the French word chercher. Okay? So meaning to say, the main essence why we repeat. Okay? So why do we repeat research? Okay? So the main essence why we repeat seeking for something or looking for something is that we need to validate truths. Okay? We need to validate truths. Truths regarding what? Truths regarding the present concepts, present ideas, and present problems. And this validation of concepts, ideas, and problems will lead to a wider perspective. Okay? So that answers our question as to why we repeat looking for something. It is to validate truths, and that truth pertains to the concepts, ideas, and problems. And as we validate these concepts, ideas, and problems, we create wider perspectives. Okay? So that is the main goal of research as to why it has a repetitive nature. Now, research can actually be a very, or let's say, it can actually be a process of finding answers to questions, because it leads to, or research can be portrayed in a day-to-day basis. Okay? So, that is why research keeps on finding answers to questions, because it already lives on a daily basis. Okay? And with that said, research was innovated. Okay, research was innovated to branch out with different kinds, which vary, okay, these kinds vary in methodologies. And these methodologies actually pertain to the different research processes. And these processes, as we mentioned earlier in our previous video, is gathering data. Research varies in gathering data, which is a part of the research processes, and then the research processes is a part of the research methodology. Okay? So, meaning to say, research lives up to day-to-day basis. So, in a simple asking questions to a person, then giving a feedback of answers, it is basically a basic research. And that research is innovated through time. And as research was innovated through time, it produced different kinds. These different kinds varies in methodologies and processes. And meaning to say, these different kinds varies in how they gather their data. Okay? So, that is the main essence as to why research evolves, or the main essence how research evolved. So, one form of research which consists of a very well disciplined or very well constructed methodology or scientific procedure will be known as academic research. Okay? So, as research is innovated with different methodologies and processes, there is one form of research that consists of a well-structured and well-disciplined methodology. Well-disciplined research process, and that is academic research. So, how do we define academic research? Okay? So, academic research can be defined as, so let's write it down, academic research. So, academic research, from the name itself, academic, okay? It involves academic approach. So, when we say academic, it is more professional. Okay? And it is designed for such specific disciplines. And when we say specific disciplines, we are pertaining to the fields, different fields, or different subjects. Okay? Different fields or different subjects. Now, these fields or subjects can be in the form of sciences, can be in the form of mathematics. Okay? So, that is the main essence of academic research. It is performed for specific disciplines or specific fields. Okay? In doing or conducting academic researches, it usually uses information or data that are presented in numerical form. Okay? These are presented in numerical form. And when we say numerical form, it is presented in quantities. And these quantities are actually thoroughly analyzed. And how do we thoroughly analyze this numerical data or this quantitative data? They are thoroughly analyzed through the use of statistics. So remember, the statistics is an applied mathematics, a branch of mathematics, okay? So it is applied through the use of statistics. So meaning to say, if academic research uses numerical data, it uses quantities. Okay? And when we use quantities, we are pertaining to a research that is quantitative in nature. So this will introduce us to our new topic dealing with quantitative research. Okay? So this will be our introduction pertaining to quantitative research. And quantitative research is an academic research where it utilizes numerical data. So in our next video presentation, we are now ready to define quantitative research.